Step into the past like never before. These haunting, forgotten images hold secrets, capture lost moments, and reveal untold stories. Each photo is a window into history, some awe-inspiring, some chilling, but all waiting to be uncovered. A heartwarming photo of shepherds in Azerbaijan gathered around a gramophone, listening to music in the remote countryside. A unique glimpse of leisure in rural life during the late 1930s. This photo captures the stark reality of poverty during the Great Depression, showing a mother with her baby in makeshift living conditions. It's a haunting reminder of the struggles faced by many families during this time. An emotional moment where a U.S. Marine carries two frightened children to safety during the Vietnam War, symbolizing humanity amid the horrors of conflict. A powerful image of compassion as Keisha Thomas, a black teenager, shields a KKK supporter from a mob during a protest. Her act of kindness became a symbol of nonviolence and courage. Annette Kellerman poses in a revolutionary one-piece swimsuit, challenging societal norms and advocating for women's right to swim in comfortable attire. A bold act for the time. A poignant image of American soldiers caring for a wounded dog during World War II, highlighting the bond between humans and animals, even in times of war. A striking portrait of Arikara warrior bear's belly in traditional attire, representing the rich heritage and culture of Native Americans in the early 20th century. A historic protest in Tehran, where women marched against mandatory hijab laws shortly after the Iranian Revolution, showcasing their fight for freedom and autonomy. A side-by-side photo revealing the toll of war, showing the same Soviet soldier before the war, full of youth and after, visibly aged and scarred by the brutal years of World War II. This touching photo from World War I depicts a nurse dutifully recording the last words of a dying soldier, a testament to the compassion and humanity of medical workers during wartime. This photo honors the legendary all-female Soviet bomber squadron who struck fear into the Nazis during World War II. Known as the Night Witches, they carried out daring nighttime missions in their outdated biplanes. A rare glimpse of a young Sir David Attenborough, the beloved natural historian and broadcaster, in his early years before becoming the iconic voice of nature documentaries. A poignant image of a Native American mother with her child, dressed in traditional attire. This photo captures the deep bond of family and cultural heritage in the early 20th century. An intriguing snapshot of an undercover officer blending into the urban fabric of Brooklyn during the late 1960s, an era marked by crime waves and cultural shifts. This charming photo captures the amazement on a young boy's face as he experiences television for the first time, representing the dawn of a transformative technological era. A breathtaking view of sunlight streaming through the iconic windows of Grand Central Terminal, highlighting the grandeur and architectural brilliance of this New York City landmark. A humorous and touching moment where British soldiers, preparing a drag performance to boost morale during World War II, are surprised mid-rehearsal. A serene image of a woman standing on a mountaintop, taking in the breathtaking view of the snowy Pyrenees, a testament to the beauty of nature and the human spirit of exploration. This photo shows Sally Wadsworth, one of the many women who took on factory jobs during World War II, contributing to the war effort by assembling P-38 Lightning fighter planes. A striking and somber image of coal miners emerging from the depths, covered in soot and exhaustion, reflecting the harsh realities of industrial labor in the early 20th century. A heartwarming yet heartbreaking moment where family members, separated by quarantine, connect through a window during a medical isolation period, highlighting the challenges of early healthcare. A captivating photo of the iconic Cliff House perched on the California coastline, standing majestically before it, was tragically destroyed by fire in the early 20th century. A unique historical moment when a young Bill Clinton, a future U.S. president, met John F. Kennedy, showcasing the passing of leadership inspiration across generations. A sobering image capturing the grim reality of Auschwitz shortly after its liberation, providing an unfiltered look at one of the darkest chapters of human history. An extraordinary photograph of geologists exploring a glacial ice grotto during the famous Terra Nova Antarctic expedition, demonstrating the courage and curiosity of early explorers. A rare example of World War II-era Japanese propaganda, reflecting the tensions and sentiments against British imperialism during the global conflict. A remarkable photo of fearless Soviet female snipers who played a crucial role in the war effort, showcasing their strength and precision in combat during World War II. A deeply emotional reunion of a German soldier with his daughter after being released from captivity, symbolizing healing and reconciliation after the war. A touching image of a British soldier returning home and embracing his daughter at the end of World War II. A moment filled with joy and relief after years of separation. A fascinating photo capturing the final sword duel in modern history between two French politicians. A bizarre yet historic nod to a bygone era of conflict resolution. An emotional scene as survivors of the Titanic disaster are rescued and board the RMS Carpathia, capturing relief and sorrow in the aftermath of the tragic sinking. A striking photograph documenting the early stages of constructing one of the world's most iconic landmarks, showcasing the ingenuity and scale of 19th century engineering. A powerful moment in history as Dr. King delivers his iconic "I Have a Dream" speech, addressing a massive crowd and shaping the civil rights movement. A tribute to the hardworking women who joined the war effort by assembling aircraft, breaking traditional gender roles, and proving their critical contribution to victory. A poignant photograph of Einstein's cluttered yet genius-filled office, left untouched, reflecting the mind of one of history's greatest scientists. An inspiring image of activists bravely traveling through the segregated South to challenge racial inequality, a key moment in the fight for civil rights in America. A groundbreaking photograph capturing Orville and Wilbur Wright's successful flight, marking the beginning of modern aviation and a new era of transportation. A bittersweet image of the trailblazing aviator gearing up for her fateful attempt to circumnavigate the globe, a testament to her daring spirit and legacy. A moment of pop culture history as the Fab Four land in America, sparking the British invasion and transforming the global music scene forever. A joyful snapshot of Disneyland's grand opening, showcasing Walt Disney's dream come to life and the beginning of a new era in entertainment and family fun. A rare glimpse into the creative process of the legendary artist, Picasso, as he works on one of his iconic pieces in his studio, capturing the intense focus of a master at work. A vibrant, colorized photograph of Paris in the Roaring '20s, showcasing the city's lively streets, fashion, and iconic landmarks during a time of cultural and artistic innovation. An extraordinary early photograph of the Great Wall of China, providing a glimpse into the colossal structure that spans centuries of history and stands as a symbol of Chinese strength. A powerful image capturing the moment when Rosa Parks was arrested for refusing to give up her seat, sparking the Montgomery bus boycott and becoming a pivotal moment in the civil rights movement. A rare behind-the-scenes photo of the workers constructing Mount Rushmore, showcasing the monumental task of carving 4 U.S. presidents into the granite face of the Black Hills. An iconic aerial shot of the Woodstock Music Festival, capturing the massive crowd in the spirit of peace and music that defined this counterculture movement. A historic image of astronaut Neil Armstrong, practicing his movements in a simulated lunar environment, preparing for his iconic first steps on the moon. A fascinating look at the original McDonald's restaurant, where it all began, featuring the humble beginnings of what would become a global fast food empire. A touching photo of Audrey Hepburn visiting refugee camps during her humanitarian work, highlighting her compassion and dedication to helping the most vulnerable in society. An incredible glimpse into the inaugural modern Olympic Games, held in Athens, showcasing the athletes, the ancient stadium, and the origins of the global sporting event. A momentous photograph capturing women celebrating the passing of the 19th Amendment, granting them the right to vote in the United States, marking a major victory in the women's suffrage movement. A dramatic and tragic image of the Hindenburg airship bursting into flames as it attempts to land in New Jersey, an event that became one of the most infamous disasters in aviation history. An iconic behind-the-scenes photo of Charlie Chaplin on the set of Modern Times, showcasing his timeless contribution to film and his unique brand of silent comedy in the machine age. A historic moment capturing the euphoria and unity as people from East and West Germany tear down the Berlin Wall, symbolizing the end of the Cold War and the reunification of Germany. An extraordinary and rare photograph capturing the solemn figure of President Abraham Lincoln during the Gettysburg Address, one of the most famous speeches in American history. A heartwarming image of soldiers from opposing sides of World War I coming together to play soccer during the Christmas truce, a brief moment of peace amidst the horrors of war. A fascinating photograph of the eccentric inventor Nikola Tesla inside his laboratory, surrounded by his groundbreaking experiments in electricity and wireless communication. A historic moment captured as Jackie Robinson makes his debut in Major League Baseball, breaking the color barrier and becoming a trailblazer for African-American athletes in sports. An iconic image of the Beatles performing their final live concert on the rooftop of Apple Records in London, marking the end of an era in music history. A rare photograph of the grand opening of the Empire State Building, showcasing the monumental achievement of one of New York's most iconic landmarks during the Great Depression. A poignant photo capturing Babe Ruth during his farewell appearance at Yankee Stadium, marking the end of the career of one of baseball's greatest legends, and a moment of reflection on his lasting impact on the sport. A stunning image of the Golden Gate Bridge in its early stages of construction, showcasing the monumental engineering feat that would become one of the most recognizable landmarks in the world. An inspiring photograph of Harriet Tubman, the courageous abolitionist and conductor of the Underground Railroad, posing with the people she helped free from slavery. A powerful and iconic moment in boxing history, with Muhammad Ali knocking out Sonny Liston in the first round, solidifying his place as one of the greatest fighters of all time. An historic moment as Sir Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay become the first climbers to successfully summit Mount Everest. A remarkable achievement in the history of mountaineering. A groundbreaking moment in technology history as Steve Jobs unveils the first iPhone, marking the start of a revolution in mobile technology that would change the world forever. An iconic photograph of Jesse Owens, an African-American athlete, winning gold at the 1936 Berlin Olympics, defying Nazi ideology and proving his athletic prowess on the world stage. A rare glimpse of the American writer Ernest Hemingway in his study in Cuba, where he penned some of his most famous works during his time living in the country. A fascinating historical image of the Statue of Liberty under construction, capturing the painstaking work and dedication that went into creating this enduring symbol of freedom and democracy. A haunting photograph of Berlin in the aftermath of Allied bombing raids during World War II, depicting the devastation and destruction caused by the relentless aerial attacks on the city. A historic photo of the moment British archaeologist Howard Carter and his team discovered the tomb of the young Egyptian pharaoh, Tutankhamun, one of the most significant archaeological finds in history. A captivating image of the legendary Marilyn Monroe entertaining U.S. troops in Korea as part of her famous USO tours during the Korean War, bringing a moment of joy to soldiers far from home. A rare and striking photograph of Winston Churchill during World War II, showcasing his leadership and resolve during a critical time in the war, as Britain stood firm against Nazi Germany. An iconic photograph of Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and Michael Collins after their successful Apollo 11 mission, marking humanity's first steps on the moon and a momentous achievement in space exploration. A heartwarming image of children dancing in the streets of Europe and America after the end of World War II, celebrating the peace and freedom that followed years of conflict and hardship. A historic photo from the first ever Super Bowl held in Los Angeles in 1967, capturing the excitement of the inaugural game that would become one of the biggest sports events in the world. A groundbreaking moment in history as Thomas Edison proudly holds the first successful incandescent light bulb, revolutionizing the way we live and lighting the world in ways never seen before. A fascinating photo of the opening of the first ever subway line in London, the Metropolitan Railway, marking the dawn of underground transportation and a significant moment in the city's history. A poignant photograph of the iconic American writer Mark Twain, captured just months before his death, providing a rare glimpse into the final years of one of America's most celebrated authors. A rare and vibrant color photo of New York City in the 1940s, capturing the energy and hustle of one of the world's most iconic cities during a time of global conflict and transformation. A groundbreaking moment in photography as inventor Edwin Land showcases the first Polaroid camera, which would go on to revolutionize the way we capture and instantly view images, making photography more accessible and fun. A harrowing image of a suffragette being forcibly fed during her imprisonment, a tragic yet powerful symbol of the lengths women went to in their fight for the right to vote, reflecting their resilience and determination. A historic snapshot from Detroit's first car show, capturing the early days of the automobile industry in America, which would go on to shape the country's economy and culture in profound ways. A rare photograph of the Beatles performing in Hamburg during their early years, a crucial time in their development before achieving international fame, showing the band's youthful energy and iconic chemistry. An iconic image of Winston Churchill flashing his famous V for Victory sign, a symbol of hope and defiance during World War II, as Britain stood strong in the face of adversity and Nazi aggression. A powerful photograph from the liberation of Paris, showing French citizens celebrating in the streets as Allied forces entered the city, marking the end of Nazi occupation and a key turning point in World War II. A memorable image of Elvis Presley, the king of rock and roll, in his military uniform as he joins the U.S. Army in 1958, temporarily pausing his music career to serve his country, a move that endeared him even more to fans. A rare and historical photograph from the first ever Comic-Con in San Diego, capturing the humble beginnings of what would become a massive cultural phenomenon, bringing together fans of comics, movies, and pop culture. A touching photo of King George VI and Queen Elizabeth, captured during the 1940s, during a time when they provided strong leadership and a sense of stability for Britain in the midst of World War II. An iconic and controversial moment in sports history, showing Muhammad Ali refusing to serve in the 2,840 Vietnam War, taking a stand against racial injustice in the war, a decision that cost him his boxing titles but cemented his legacy as a social and political figure. A symbolic image of joy and celebration following the end of World War II, as a sailor kisses a stranger in Times Square, embodying the relief and exuberance of VJ Day and marking the victory over Japan. The groundbreaking first photograph of Earth taken from space by a V-2 rocket in 1946, offering humanity its first glimpse of the planet from above and sparking a new era in space exploration. A moving photograph capturing the moment when Helen Keller, the renowned activist and author, met President Dwight D. Eisenhower, a powerful image of perseverance and achievement despite her disabilities. A historic photo showing the grand opening of the Eiffel Tower, which became the symbol of Paris in a feat of engineering that marked the success of the 1889 World's Fair. A rare and introspective passport photo of Albert Einstein in 1921, the year he was awarded the Nobel Prize in Physics, symbolizing the life of one of history's greatest minds. A historic moment captured during the first ever women's suffrage parade in Washington, D.C., where thousands of women marched to demand the right to vote, leading to significant social and political change. A bittersweet photo from the Beatles' last public concert at Candlestick Park in San Francisco in 1966, marking the end of their touring days, but solidifying their place in music history. A somber image of President John F. Kennedy's funeral procession in Washington, D.C., after his assassination, a powerful and emotional moment for the American public. A dramatic photograph showing workers during the construction of the Hoover Dam, an incredible feat of engineering and one of the largest and most ambitious infrastructure projects of the 20th century. A stunning and rare photo taken from the Apollo 17 mission in 1972, showing a full moon against the backdrop of space, highlighting the achievement of human exploration beyond Earth. Thank you for joining us on this visual tour of history. These rare photographs not only showcase moments frozen in time, but also remind us of the creativity and courage that have shaped our world. If you enjoyed these powerful glimpses into the past, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more incredible stories and historical discoveries. Keep exploring, and until next time, keep learning from the past.